Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Huan, and in this presentation, I will be analyzing the film A Silent Voice. It is directed by Naoko Yamada and was released on September 17th, 2016. Before I start, I just want to say that the main character's name is Shoya, and he will be the person who's in all the shots, so I will just be referring to his name. So, here's the clip that I will be analyzing.
やばい、めっちゃ美味しい。次、タイムラインは？
よく学校来れるよね。
ビリ組の店箸いいよ。行く行く。
Okay, yeah, so that was the clip. So the first shot is the shoulder level shot. And it is a shot that is held around as high as the person's shoulder, so you can see in the image here that it's held as high as around Shoya's shoulders, and it is placed behind his shoulders. Although most shoulder level shots are used to connect two characters, the frame in this shot is used to focus on Shoya. It disconnects him and emphasizes him from the other people in the shot who are blurred out. It gives the audience a sense of disconnection between Shoya and the rest of the society. The music also starts to slowly increase pace, and the cinematography gets much brighter in this frame, which foreshadows something intense is about to happen. So the next shot that I chose in this scene is the aerial shot. An aerial shot is taken from an elevated point. It is taken from the perspective of a bird's eye view. This shot usually gives us a deeper understanding of what's happened metaphorically in the scene. The shot, in contrast with the shoulder level shot, connects our main character back to society. This is why the camera angle zooms out. In this shot, no emphasis is put on Shoya anymore, and instead the camera lens purposefully blends him in with a crowd of people, unlike the shoulder level shot we saw earlier. In this scene, Shoya is basically seen as any other normal human and is not held back by anything, which is his passive bullying. He is not seen as a criminal by others, and the shot of this scene really shows that. It is also in this scene where the climax of the song is reached. Another thing to note here is that in this scene, it pauses until the X from the main character's perspective fall off. It is almost like a freeze frame until the climax is reached. The climax of the music is also held during this time. So the third shot that I chose is the eye level shot. This close-up scene shows Shoya crying. An eye level shot is a shot taken directly at the character's eye level. Usually it represents a neutral view and doesn't really judge the character like angular shots do. However, in this scene, the eye level shot is supposed to create a strong connection with the audience and show them how Shoya is feeling. In this scene, it is supposed to accentuate the strong emotions that he is feeling. You can even hear his crying overlapping with the music, which is also supposed to demonstrate this. The music played here is after the climax, and it is much more clear. So now I'm going to talk about how, this scene it reflects the film. So this scene reflects the film very accurately from Shoya's perspective. The sad theme in this movie covers the heavy topic of bullying and the effects it has on the victim and the abuser. After Nishimiya, the main girl that Shoya bullied, moved, Shoya was ostracized for his actions and all the blame was put on him, despite other kids engaging in the bullying. Throughout the majority of the movie, he is unable to forgive himself for his childhood actions and views himself as a fugitive left out from society. Hence, he is unable to look anyone properly in the eye. The relationships that Shoya makes with different people throughout this movie, especially the girl he used to bully, whose name is Nishimiya, is what ultimately helps him forgive himself and move past his childhood actions. Because Shoya learns through these relationships that he is not defined by his past actions, but who he is currently. This scene represents Shoya breaking free from the paradigm he had at the beginning of this movie. He is now able to move forward with his life and no longer be burdened by his past. So now I'm going to talk about how the cinematography complements what I just said. The music in this scene sounds very muffled at first, but once the climax occurs, it becomes very clear. This complements Shoya's triumph over his past. Once the song enters its climax, the notes emanate relief, which is a very surprising contrast to its muffled sound, which is usually associated with anxiety and fear from the beginning. The lighting also becomes much brighter when Shoya opens his eyes and stops covering his ears. Usually, bright lights are associated with clarity and honesty. So this fits with Shoya no longer having to hide anything. So that's my overall analysis of the film Silent Voice. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.